The room went silent the moment the dog stood up, not because he barked, not because he growled, but because a highly trained military K-9 suddenly planted himself between a disabled nurse and an entire room full of strangers, refusing to move. Forks stopped halfway to mouths. Conversations died instantly. Dozens of eyes turned toward the German Shepherd. The dog stared across the crowded hospital cafeteria with an intensity that made even seasoned doctors uncomfortable. And then, in the next few moments, a hidden truth that had remained buried for years began to surface. Before we begin this emotional story, take a moment to like this video, comment where you're watching from, share it with someone who believes in kindness, and subscribe to the channel if you believe that second chances can change lives. Your support helps stories like this reach more hearts around the world. The hospital cafeteria was usually loud during lunch hour. Doctors hurried between shifts. Nurses grabbed quick meals before rushing back to patients. Families gathered around tables, sharing hope, fear, and exhaustion in equal measure. For Emily Carter, the noise had become background music. At 32 years old, she had spent nearly a decade caring for people at St. Mercy Medical Center. She was known for her gentle smile, endless patience, and willingness to stay late whenever another nurse needed help. Patients loved her. Coworkers respected her, but very few people truly knew her. 3 years earlier, a drunk driver had changed her life forever. The crash had shattered her spine and left her unable to walk. Many people assumed the wheelchair was the hardest part. It wasn't. The hardest part was watching people look at her differently. Some looked at her with pity. Others treated her like she was fragile. A few simply looked away. Yet every morning, Emily arrived at the hospital determined to focus on others instead of herself. She spent her days comforting frightened children, encouraging elderly patients, and reminding families not to lose hope. She gave away strength even when her own reserves felt empty. That afternoon had been especially difficult. One of her long-term patients, an elderly veteran named Frank, had passed away earlier that morning. Emily had spent months caring for him. She had listened to his stories. She had laughed at his jokes. She had held his hand during his final moments. Now she sat alone in the cafeteria, staring at a tray she barely touched. The seat across from her remained empty. Most days it did, not because people disliked her, because they never quite knew what to say. Emily had grown accustomed to loneliness. She told herself she preferred it, but deep down, she missed simple companionship more than she admitted. She was lost in thought when a shadow appeared beside her table. Looking up, she saw a tall man in military uniform. His shoulders were broad. His face carried the marks of experience, and beside him sat a magnificent German shepherd wearing a black service vest. The soldier offered a warm smile. "Can I sit here?" It was such a simple question, yet somehow it felt different. Most people avoided sitting with strangers, especially strangers in wheelchairs. Emily nodded politely. The man thanked her and took the seat. The dog settled quietly beside him. For several moments neither spoke, then something unexpected happened. The soldier began talking as if they were old friends. He asked about her day. He listened carefully to her answers. He didn't glance at the wheelchair. He didn't offer sympathy. He simply treated her like a person. Emily found herself relaxing. The soldier introduced himself as Ryan Matthews, a retired Navy SEAL. The German Shepherd's name was Titan. Ryan explained that he was visiting wounded veterans at the hospital. Titan accompanied him everywhere. The dog had served alongside him during overseas deployments. Together, they had survived situations most people could never imagine. As lunch continued, Emily found herself smiling for the first time all day. Ryan had a calm presence that made conversation easy. For a little while, she forgot about grief, forgot about loneliness, forgot about the wheelchair. Then Titan suddenly lifted his head, his ears became rigid, his posture changed completely. The transformation was immediate. Years of military training had taught Ryan to notice every subtle signal. His smile faded. Titan wasn't distracted, he wasn't excited. He was alert, very alert. The German Shepherd slowly rose from the floor. Every muscle in his body tightened. The cafeteria continued buzzing around them, unaware that something had changed. Then Titan stepped forward. He positioned himself directly beside Emily's wheelchair and refused to move. Ryan frowned. This behavior was unusual. Titan had been trained to identify threats, distress, and medical emergencies. The dog rarely reacted without reason. Across the cafeteria, a man carrying a tray froze. For a split second, his expression shifted. Fear, recognition, panic. Then it disappeared. Most people never noticed. Titan did. The German shepherd's eyes locked onto the stranger. A low sound rumbled deep within his chest, not aggression, warning. Ryan followed the dog's gaze. The man immediately looked away. Something felt wrong, very wrong. Emily sensed the tension. The room seemed strangely quiet now. People were beginning to notice. Several doctors paused their conversations. Nurses glanced over. No one understood what was happening. Ryan trusted Titan with his life. The dog had saved him more than once. If Titan believed something was wrong, Ryan took it seriously. The stranger abruptly abandoned his tray and headed toward the exit. Titan took one step forward, then another, still focused. Still watching, Ryan stood. Years of instinct returned instantly. His eyes followed the man crossing the cafeteria, and then something clicked. A memory, a face, an operation years earlier. A mission overseas. Ryan's heart skipped. It couldn't be. The man disappeared through the doorway. Titan strained slightly against his leash. Ryan turned toward Emily. What happened next would change both their lives forever. Because the man Titan had identified wasn't dangerous to the hospital. He wasn't carrying a weapon. He wasn't planning an attack. His secret was something entirely different, something connected to Emily, something connected to the accident that destroyed her future. Hours later, hospital security reviewed footage. Witnesses were interviewed, records were checked. The truth emerged piece by piece. The stranger in the cafeteria had once worked for a transportation company. 3 years earlier, he had been involved in a cover-up. The drunk driver responsible for Emily's accident came from a wealthy family. Evidence had disappeared. Witness statements had been altered. Money had changed hands. The case had quietly faded away. Emily never received justice. The people responsible walked free. And one of the men involved had unknowingly walked into the same cafeteria that day. Titan recognized something unusual long before anyone else. Perhaps it was body language. Perhaps it was stress. Perhaps years of training detected behavior humans missed. Whatever the reason, the dog had drawn attention at exactly the right moment. When investigators reopened old records, hidden information surfaced. The truth could no longer stay buried. For Emily, the discovery felt overwhelming. For years, she carried unanswered questions. For years, she blamed herself. For years, she wondered whether anyone cared enough to uncover what happened. Now, for the first time, she learned she had not been forgotten. Justice moved slowly. But it moved. Several individuals faced consequences. New testimony emerged. Old lies unraveled. And Emily finally received answers she thought she would never have. Yet the greatest change wasn't legal. It was personal. Ryan continued visiting the hospital. At first, he checked on Emily to make sure she was doing okay. Then he returned because he genuinely enjoyed her company. Titan always came too. The German shepherd quickly became a favorite among patients. Children laughed whenever he visited. Veterans shared stories while petting his head. Even the most difficult days seemed brighter when Titan entered a room. For Emily, their friendship arrived when she needed it most. Ryan understood pain. He understood loss. Military service had left scars invisible to most people. He knew what it felt like when life changed forever. Neither pretended everything was easy. Neither offered empty promises. Instead, they simply showed up for each other, week after week, month after month. Slowly, Emily began healing in ways doctors couldn't measure. The loneliness that once followed her everywhere started fading. She laughed more often. She dreamed again. She stopped defining herself by what she had lost. Ryan saw her strength long before she recognized it herself. He admired her resilience, her compassion, her refusal to give up despite everything she had endured. And Emily saw the same qualities in him. One rainy afternoon nearly a year later, Ryan and Titan arrived at the hospital carrying a small box. Emily was finishing her shift. The cafeteria looked much like it had on the day they met. Same tables, same windows, same lunch crowd. Ryan smiled and placed the box on the table. Inside was a framed photograph. The picture showed 3 friends, a Navy SEAL, a nurse, and a loyal German shepherd, all smiling, all stronger because they had found one another. Emily stared at the photograph while tears filled her eyes. Not sad tears, grateful ones, because sometimes the people who save us don't arrive dramatically. Sometimes they simply ask one question. Can I sit here? A simple invitation can become a life-changing friendship. A small act of kindness can open the door to healing. And sometimes, a loyal dog can remind an entire room that truth has a way of finding its voice. Before we reach the end of this story, we have a special request. Please comment the word kindness below if you believe one small act of compassion can change someone's life forever. Years later, hospital staff still talked about the day Titan stopped the cafeteria. Not because of the investigation, not because of the headlines, but because it reminded everyone of something important. Every person carries a hidden battle. Every stranger has a story, and every act of kindness matters more than we realize. Emily continued nursing. Ryan continued helping veterans. Titan continued spreading comfort wherever he went. Together, they became a symbol of hope inside the hospital walls. A reminder that even after heartbreak, life can surprise us with unexpected blessings. And whenever someone asked Emily what changed her life the most, she never mentioned court cases or investigations. She always remembered a crowded cafeteria, a lonely afternoon, a soldier who chose an empty chair, and a faithful dog who refused to ignore the truth. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like the video, share it with friends and family, and subscribe for more emotional and inspiring stories. Your engagement helps these messages of hope reach people who may need them today, because sometimes the smallest moments become the biggest turning points. And sometimes all it takes is one question. Can I sit here? The applause had faded. The investigation was over. The headlines had disappeared. For most people, the story ended there. But for Emily Carter, the most important chapter of her life was only beginning. Nearly 18 months had passed since the day Titan stopped an entire cafeteria. Outside the hospital windows, seasons came and went. Patients arrived and left. New nurses joined the staff while others retired. Life moved forward. Yet every time Emily rolled through the hospital halls, she noticed something different. People no longer looked at her with pity. They looked at her with admiration, not because of the accident, not because of the investigation, because they had witnessed her strength. The woman who once ate lunch alone had become one of the most beloved people in the building. Still, some wounds heal slowly. On certain nights when the hospital grew quiet and the corridors echoed with distant footsteps, Emily found herself thinking about everything she had lost. She missed hiking. She missed dancing. She missed running through parks without thinking about every movement. There were moments when grief returned unexpectedly, moments when memories hurt, moments when courage felt exhausting. And during those moments, Ryan and Titan always seemed to appear. One snowy December evening, Emily finished an unusually difficult shift. A young patient she'd grown attached to had been transferred to another facility. The uncertainty weighed heavily on her heart. By the time she reached the cafeteria, tears threatened to spill from her eyes. She expected an empty table. Instead, she found Ryan sitting there. Titan rested beside him. The German shepherd immediately lifted his head and slowly approached her wheelchair. Without a sound, he gently placed his chin on her lap. That simple gesture shattered the wall she had been holding up all day. For several minutes, Emily cried, not dramatic sobs, just quiet tears, the kind carried by exhausted hearts. Titan never moved. The dog simply stayed beside her. Present, patient, faithful, Ryan understood without asking questions. Sometimes healing doesn't come from words. Sometimes it comes from knowing you aren't facing life alone. Over the next several months, Ryan and Emily grew closer than either expected. Their friendship became the foundation of something deeper. Something stronger. Neither rushed it. Both had experienced enough pain to understand the value of trust. They learned each other's fears, shared stories they had never told anyone else, talked about dreams that once seemed impossible. For the first time since her accident, Emily allowed herself to imagine a future instead of merely surviving the present. Then life tested them again. Titan began slowing down. At first, the signs were small: a little less energy, longer naps, slower walks. Ryan noticed immediately. Military dogs age differently than most people realize. Years of service placed tremendous strain on their bodies. Titan had spent his life protecting others. Now time was catching up with him. Veterinarians confirmed what Ryan already suspected. The beloved German Shepherd was entering the final stage of his life. The news hit both Ryan and Emily harder than they expected. Titan wasn't just a dog, he was family, a hero, a friend, a survivor. For years he had comforted wounded soldiers, frightened children, grieving families, and struggling veterans. Thousands of lives had been touched by his quiet presence. The thought of losing him felt unbearable, but if Titan taught them anything, it was how to face difficult moments with courage. Together they made a decision. They would spend every possible moment making sure Titan knew how loved he was. Word spread throughout the hospital. Doctors brought treats. Nurses visited during breaks. Patients asked for photos. Children made drawings. Veterans saluted him. One by one, people whose lives had been touched by Titan came to say thank you. The outpouring of love was overwhelming. And then came a day no one would ever forget. The hospital administration organized a surprise ceremony. Nobody told Ryan, nobody told Emily. When they entered the hospital auditorium, they found hundreds of people waiting. Doctors, patients, families, veterans, police officers, first responders. Every seat was filled. At the center of the stage stood a large screen displaying photographs from Titan's life. Pictures from military service. Pictures with recovering veterans. Pictures with children battling illness. Pictures with Emily. The audience rose to their feet. A standing ovation echoed through the room. Ryan's eyes filled with tears. Emily couldn't stop crying. And Titan, though older now, stood proudly beside them. For nearly 10 minutes the applause continued. Not for fame, not for recognition, but for a lifetime of loyalty, a lifetime of service. A lifetime of love. Several weeks later, Titan passed away peacefully. Ryan was beside him, Emily was beside him. And in his final moments, the brave German Shepherd rested surrounded by the people who loved him most. The loss devastated them. The hospital felt different, quieter, emptier. For a long time, everyone expected to hear the familiar sound of paws in the hallway. But grief eventually gave way to gratitude, because some souls leave footprints too deep to disappear. Months later, Ryan and Emily launched a therapy dog program in Titan's honor. The project began small. One dog, a few volunteers, a handful of patient visits. Soon it expanded beyond anything they imagined. More hospitals joined, more veterans participated, more lives changed. Every success carried Titan's legacy forward. Years passed. One spring afternoon, Emily found herself sitting in the same cafeteria where everything had started. Sunlight streamed through the windows. The room buzzed with conversation. Nearby, a therapy dog comforted a nervous young patient. Emily smiled. The empty chair across from her suddenly felt familiar. A memory returned. The memory of a stranger in uniform. A simple question, a life-changing moment. She realized something beautiful the day Ryan asked, "Can I sit here?" He wasn't only changing her life, she was changing his too. Both had been carrying wounds. Both had been searching for hope. And both had found healing through an unexpected friendship. Sometimes miracles don't look like miracles at first. Sometimes they arrive disguised as ordinary moments. An empty chair, a shared lunch, a loyal dog, a simple act of kindness. And years later, when new nurses asked Emily about the framed photograph hanging in her office, she always smiled before telling the story. Not the story of the investigation. Not the story of justice, but the story of connection. Because in the end, the greatest miracle wasn't that Titan stopped an entire room. The greatest miracle was that three lonely souls found each other exactly when they needed it most. And that changed everything. Read the end read.